Alright, good evening. It's not time for some Into the Airlock, it's time for DDR. However, my body is physically pretty broken right now. I think I could go for some DDR, but it would probably be very dangerous for myself. So instead, I dragged my lifeless body home, instead of going to the arcade, of course. But I do want to stream tonight, so we're having some Into the Airlock. There have been some questions on the YouTube, which I normally wouldn't bother with here, but the question is which ships are left, so I've made this handy little picture here to show what ship has already been used and if it was successful or a big old pile of failure. I don't know why my cursor is dragging towards the stealth sea there. But that aside, it is time for another ship, another adventure, and we have the Polish wonder Zwerbaum himself stepping up as captain of the Kestrel Sea, which he has decided to name the Big Plock. Heavens knows why, I guess he's just a big guy. So it's not Emily in charge, it is Zwerbaum himself. Oh man, I think I had it right the first time. His name's too bulky to even fit in there, that's okay. But we need a couple of extra crew members. Who's it going to be? I already picked people out, but I've already forgotten who they were, and I can't see their names in chat, so who is wanting to be on the crew here? I can just kill their names for now. Let's get a look at the, the Big Plock here. It's a Kestrel ship, they're pretty good all-rounders. In fact, the Kestrel has always succeeded so far. We'll see if we can make it a hat trick with the C-type. Starts off with dual lasers, which are actually very good. It's 2 shots for 1 power and a fast charge-up time. And an ion stunner, which works very well with it, because they have the same charge time. So we can successfully get through 2 bits of shield from the very start. That is very good. What isn't so good is that our ship itself is a bit bleh. Pretty so-so everything. Although it does have a clone bay instead of a medi bay, so we don't need to shell out for that. We're missing an achievement, tough little ship, so if we can, let's see if we can't get that hull all the way down to 1, preferably with restoring it all as well. So we have Zetsubo, yeah, we'll go with Zetsubo. Who's stepping up? They will be our Lanius, which works very well for Into the Airlock. And who else was going to be... we have, of course, Bugster 3000. Bugsty. Okay, without further ado, let's go into this. It is hard mode. Advanced is always enabled. Let's go. Hidden choices. When you see blue color choices, blah blah blah. Let's go. Power up those weapons. And we don't need a functioning clone bay where we're going. We want everything into those engines. Only takes 10 seconds to get our weapons going. Very promising. But that's just enough time for us to get nailed with small rockets. So, the exit for once is in a very good place, and we have level 2 scanners. So, I'm not sure if that does anything good for nebula visits, but I still want to check that nebula. Let's go. So, the first jump, we find an automated rebel scout with a paltry 1 level of shield. They got drones, but why should we worry? Are we going to intervene to defend a refueling outpost or simply avoid the conflict? When we get choices like this, it is up to the crew to make the decision. In the event of a tie, the side that has the captain's vote will win. Because a captain matters here. Simon Ducktree does get it right. I operate on the first one I see, not the first I get posted when people are asking me for stuff. So, Captain insists that of course we intervene. Now the crew will have to highlight messages for me by tagging me with @DDRJake, otherwise I can't see diddly. So, it seems we're going to intervene. I mean, why not? They have a fire beam, so immediately we're opening all doors everywhere. Except for what we need to keep the human crew functional, just in case they get some fires hit on us. Of course, if they set fire to the cockpit or the weapons, then we are... boned. And they have ion, so it most likely will. Well, let's return the favor. Hold on, I have a brilliant plan that involves me not eating this ion. We're just going to remove the shields altogether and laugh as they try to set fire to us. With their shields down, we can take out their ability to do any damage, and now we're good to go. So we'll permanently ion them, and I'm going to stop them from dodging as well. Permanently ion, he says. It's alright, we're good. Nothing to worry about. Man, it's good to be the best. I'm very glad that Bugster is on the weapons. He's going to learn a lot and quickly. Let's close everything up, restore our air, enjoy a not terrible salvage for the very start, and oh man, you'd think a refueling outpost would actually give us some fuel. We have plenty of it, thankfully. Long may that continue to be the case. Worm steps in, asks if I played Monaco. I have not played Monaco. Nothing interesting down here, so I want to go up top. When you hit the nebula, you end up getting more jumps than normal, because it delays the rebel fleet. So where can we go? Up and all the way around, and then it says swift escape down to the exit. Very good. Upon completing your jump, you receive a message from a nearby ship. Greetings, welcome to our beacon. For a small fee, we'll let you continue. They got drones, they got rockets, they got a single-fire laser. Are we scared of them or not? Will we pay that toll or simply reject the offer? I wonder if this is one where you could power up your intimidating weapons. The captain insists that we reject, as does Bugster. They claim we'll regret this decision. And it doesn't look like their drones are of any concern for us, so let's take down their ability to hurt us, because they're probably gonna hurt us at least once here. Well, not anymore. Takes care of that quite nicely. I don't want them dodging though, that would be a pain in the rear end. Now, they're offering us some of their goods if we don't destroy them. It's seldom as good as what you can get from utterly destroying somebody, unless they throw in a weapon or an augmentation or drone with it. It also gives you a chance to say, never accept surrender, Captain, if it comes to that. Might speed things up if you do, but maybe you do want to accept surrender sometimes. Warbound simply says, we do not accept. Does anybody in the crew agree? Well, I can't see what Bugster says, but he probably doesn't want to accept it, so absolutely not. That engine made a damn good job of repairing their piloting, so these guys are good to go. I would love to be able to kill enemy crew better than what we can do right now. I mean, this certainly kills them, but I would like to kill them and take their ships intact. So we're certainly getting a lot of scrap. We'll be able to get level 2 shields fairly swiftly, but hey, we can jump, do distress, and hit up the store. You never know when they're going to give you flak. I do love some flak. Surrender was never really an option. We receive a hail from a station. They're saying they're in need of some assistance. Are we going to help them out or not? These are the terraformers. We do not have a Zoltan who would be able to bust through this, but we do have upgraded sensors which might be able to help. I think you might need level 3 sensors for this, but maybe the level 2 will give you a blue option. I don't know. Bugster, he wants to give a helping hand, so does Captain Zwar, so we offer assistance. And then whenever we get our blue options, we tend to go for them unless it's a real choice. So we take it and, oh my. We run our check, but it's a pirate. And that's a pirate with a dual lasers, or no, what's that called? Well, whatever. A lot of hurt. I don't like that lot of hurt, so let's take that weapon down. I forget how long it takes to charge up. An uncomfortably long time. Thankfully, we're able to stop ourselves from getting hit. Unfortunately for us, though, they got an NG who's pretty good at fixing everything. Quite unfortunate. Wow, okay, they're getting real good at dodging, which means bad news for us. Whilst we continue to eat these rockets, goodbye ion. Thank God for that hit, though. We're going to be eating rockets for a long time here. Especially when they kill our ability to actually shoot them. Hopefully they run out of rockets soon, because we're running out of a lot of things here. Hull for starters. This one's going to hurt. Oh my, especially when they take down our shields. Okay, we really need to be taking these guys out. Yeah, we didn't really need those. Alright, they're trying to make their escape. We'll have to make that a little harder for them. You know, I didn't really need to have shields. Oh, that hurts a lot. So away they go. The pirate jumps away and we take half all of our hull in damage. Far from a good thing, especially when we have no oxygen right now. So we got pretty unlucky with a bunch of missing there. But we're still intact. Not a single scrap for your sins. Yeah, that's part of the problem here. Well, let's get this place fixed right up. But such is the nature of the game. Sometimes you just get a little unlucky. So once the repairs are completed, everybody returns to their stations. And we get on with our lives. Shame they managed to jump away. We're going for the achievement, obviously, says we're okay, so we're not going to heal up, I understand. So there's a ship here struggling to maneuver through the field. We can either try to shield them with our half-broken ship, or not risk it and leave them to their fate. Now if they die, then we can harvest their ship. If they don't die, they're going to be pretty angry. So what's it going to be? Captain and crew. Simon Duckery saying it's the never repair challenge run. No, not if we're this badly beaten up in Sector 1. But that's the trouble with the... I think it is the dual lasers Mark II. Is it dual lasers? Well, it doesn't really matter what it is. It shoots 3 times and it hurts like hell. Bugster wants to shield them with our own. Captain is a little slow. He says, try to shield them. Well, very well. Well, it doesn't work, but we grab some of their stuff and continue on. I don't think the store is going to sell us anything when we only have 47 scrap. Which is a crying shame. There's cloaking. I love cloaking. It's a nice crew as well, but we'll just take a little bit of healing up and then be on our way, because I want to get some better shields. So we find a mercenary at this beacon, and their unique skills may sometimes prove useful. They got a beam, and they've got a laser. That's going to hurt us a little bit, but our ion could make short work of that overshield. What's it going to be? Fighting, scouting, delaying, or do we just have no use for their services? Delaying is almost always bad, and scouting is frequently a bit of a waste when you can rip them to pieces. But it's not my choice to make. Zetsu just says, fight, obviously. Smilular says, Jake, I just got back from 2 weeks in the bush. Oof. Great to see my favorite comedy is still going. Okay, and the captain wants to fight, so we're taking him down. Mercenary scum, time to die. Now, unfortunately, if they hit us with this laser beam, we're in for a pretty bad time. They hit us right where we didn't want to get hit. Okay, fortunately their attacks are desynchronized enough. And now they're not gonna happen. Well, first and foremost, I don't want you hitting me. Oh wow. Not hitting me, I didn't want them dodging. better. Good fight, good night, little mantis man. A lot more clinical, that's how we want these fights to go. Breaks apart, we take the scrap, and we continue into distressing times. And welcome to the family, Smimlar, as well. Okay, it's a trap right here. They also have dual laser, but we have stunner and they do not. I think they're gonna hurt us though, just a hunch. Hang on, my fingers are in the wrong place here. I've got to take down that shield first, and then... Please don't hit me. Oh, okay. Yeah, they're hitting us all right. Grand. Well, if there's nothing to dodge, please fix our ability to see. And Captain gets the best view of our shots connecting. So this is actually a pretty strong build for early in the game. We're just missing quite a lot, I guess. Bugster is a bit blind there. Grab some goods, especially that 3 fuel, which really helps out, and I am sorely tempted by getting that extra shielding nice and early. The trouble is it would drain, you know, just about everything else we have. But it's a really good solid investment early on, so we're having it. Now let's go and check out this nebula. Well, starts off badly. We've got a plasma storm giving us a total of 4 power to distribute. Fortunately, they can't really hurt us. So if we just ignore dodge, embrace shield, and only have dual lasers going, I guess we'll be okay. But I need to knock something of theirs out. And what'll it be? I don't like the idea of them ever dodging, so let's take care of that. Okay. Well, I guess they're not shielding. Well. Well, they're still not shielding. All is well though, as long as we get our 2 shots in, we're fine and dandy. And they seem to have repaired pretty quickly though, that worries me slightly. Maybe drop O2 for a moment to fuel the ion, it would make things go a bit quicker, I'll give you that. One cursory ion shot, and at least Bugster learns a bit more about shooting, and that's the end of them. Good fight, but good night. We're out of here. And look how little the rebels progress when we check out the nebula. It's truly wonderful for us. So we're into some good old normal nebula, but there's a rebel scout here positioned to warn. And it's going to try and run away. This is exactly where we're probably going to want extra... Ooh. Well, you know what? We don't need breathing here. Oh. Oh. Right, what to knock out? Weapons, hacking, it's all bad. But I really don't like everything they have. Okay, let's not have them run away for starters. And stop shooting us because that thing is really bad. That's okay, as long as they don't hack us. That's still okay, so let's stop them from being able to get away at all. All is well. That could have been a lot more dangerous than it was. pathetic haul though, unfortunately. 1 rocket, 1 drone part, 8 scrap. Sometimes you wonder if it's ever really worth it. Let's do a quick check, make sure the whole ship is alright. We do need that oxygen back as well. Don't think there was any damage that I've missed in our time in the nebula here. No, all is well. Alright, where to now? 1, 2, 3, and then we can make our getaway. It's the safest way. Is this a no-pause run, or are you just that much confident? No, this is not a no-pause run. That's only done by request to the captain, and on... well, no, I guess request to the captain. Still, we have a heavily damaged Federation ship hiding in the nebula. Are we going to try to follow them, or keep our position? Because they can, of course, handle themselves. If we had super-duper scanners or a teleporter, we could lock onto them, but we do not. What'll it be, crew? This is one of the flaws of FTL. After a battle, air should immediately replenish, assuming no dangers, such as fire. They probably just couldn't check for that. Attempt to help them. Very well. We try to, but there's a rebel ship. Fire. You know how much I love fire on my ship. Actually, all they have are beam weapons, so let's just have 1 level of shield and laugh at them. Whilst we consider how best to deal with them. Now, if we were a stealth ship, this would be our worst nightmare. But we're not the stealth ship, so this is not our worst nightmare. Looks like we set some fires out there. Unfortunately, we've done so much damage that there's not really much else we can do to make them die faster. That, and we can't see them, so let's just blow them up. Away they go. Again, pretty light haul, but that's somewhat to be expected here in these early jumps. So let's just keep on... oh yeah, I didn't open everything up because of course they couldn't hurt us. I do want that extra reactor power though, so we can jump around with double shields at the get-go, just in case somebody has an attack drone. Those things really have a way of ruining your day. Scanners are showing intelligent life forms on a nearby planet. No match for them found on the database. Will we investigate, or will we just ignore it? Intelligent life. I could sure do with some crew diversity here. Like Zoltan. NG's really good for a lot of events as well. We're not a boarding team, at least that's not what we're going for at the moment, so no point really wanting Manti. It's time to investigate, says the team. We find an enormous field, and we only find small, brightly coloured, 6-legged horse-like animals. If you try to bring them on board, they will trample you. It's not good. Trying to communicate can give you nothing, and leaving can do sod all for you. Actually, it's a pretty annoying event for anybody that's been through the game, because there's really only one option here if you know what's going on. Let's be honest, does anyone from this chat really qualify as intelligent life? Wow. Maria Sombra's laying it down here. So people want to try to communicate peacefully with them, and they bring us towards a KO'd NG. We're going to revive him, strip his ship, and tell him that he's now on shield duty. But Zas is a bit of a crap name for an NG, so who among us is willing to step up and be part of this suicide crew? It feels kind of comforting to have somebody finally operate those shields, although I'd love to have somebody operating doors and sensors as well. Okay, we have Scrub Theos saying he's 1/16th NG on his PC side. Very well, we've got Scrub Theos joining us. Onwards. You know, aside from getting half blown to death... well, on the note of that, we've got an enemy with no shields. That's the best, you know, in this situation. With a bit of luck, somebody knocks out his weapons. However, still gets a hit on us, so let's try to dodge it. We didn't try hard enough. Not too shabby. Not too shabby at all. Would like to breathe though, that would be grand. That was a very, very fortunate fight for us. We could just pretty much sit back and watch. So we've jumped into an advanced Rebel automated ship. It's stationed near a small Rebel space station, and it's got military goods. The question is, do we really want those military goods, or are we not going to provoke the ship? Check those shields. Note there are none. It's good to be the boss. And Captain Zwerbaum simply says, attack, and everyone's saying we're gonna scrap that ship. That was not what I saw. That was not at all what I saw. Okay, everybody, this is gonna hurt. So, we need to dodge one of these things. We did not. Let's not have them dodge, and then, well, let's just have them not do anything, please. He won't repair fast enough. We've got him right where we want him. In pieces, of course. And those military goods are as good as ours. Alright, it smashes apart. We get a glorious 14 scrap and a defense scrambler. Telling you now, that's really, really good if we ever use rockets. Or actually hacking, or... It's really good. I don't want to sell that. Let's have a look at it right here. Prevents enemy defense drones from targeting anything. And that's also very good for the Rebel flagship. So if we do go with a hacking build, nothing can stop us except for an overshield, and our ion makes short work of that. In short, very good. Ah, that was an excellent find. In the first area as well. Let us carry on. So, we've got a rogue rebel ship harassing this system. Do you have time to find it? I don't think I've ever seen this one before. Are we going to... Well, I mean, obviously we're going to perform a scan of our area with our awesome sensors. We find the rebel ship and we move into intercept. And we immediately regret our course of action after we see what kind of weapons they have. Oh my, what a shame. What a damn shame. We can stun everybody in that... Oh no, we can't. Oh well, let's just shoot them some more. Shoot them dead. Fire spreads. The fire rises. Oh, they're all gonna die. This crew is gonna die. We're just gonna shoot them to death, nothing fancy. Gonna wait for him to almost die from his wounds and then target them individually and shoot them. Actually, that... we should get a go on that already. Because if it destroys anything in the ship, then that's more damage that we don't want to see. All dead! Yes! That was a race against time. Their engines were about to pop. You find a weapon on the ship, no crew is stopping us, we install it on our own. Now let's see just how close we were to the ship itself exploding into 100 pieces. Okay, they had at least level 2 engines anyway, so that's okay. Still, we didn't know that, nor did we have any way of knowing. I still want to watch it. There we go. Ah, yes. Chain Burst is an excellent weapon with everything we have. It means we get a volley of essentially 5 shots. Doesn't sync. Excuse me, it doesn't sync up well time-wise. We don't really have the power to have it going as well. But we will soon enough. We should get the power... Oh, it's tempting just to do that. Yeah, I'm sold. Still need some more power though. Alright, question for the captain, and this is going to decide a lot of how this journey goes. Are we going to stroll into the civilian sector, or go down into the NG controlled? Now that determines our very end path, because it's either going to be all hostile, or a choice between hostile and very not hostile. This, as ever, is the captain's choice and the captain's choice alone, so what's it going to be? Zwerbaum turns to his crew and I say, no, Captain, this is your choice. Since he's taken his time with that, I, Admiral Tully, am going to enjoy a drink. Nice to relax whilst the crew do all the burning for me. What incredible luck with that double fire though, as well, also with the crew not putting it out. So Zwar says we're going to the NG controlled. Well, we have an NG on our side, so that will prove useful for us. Manti have been threatening the NG core worlds, but you should be able to stock up for your journey. Let us carry on then. I'm a little antsy about the lack of everything we have here. This is a trap. The exit's a phenomenal area though. I mean, normally the exit's out here for us, which is horrible. Really limits your number of jumps. So we arrive in a Zoltan research facility. They say they are researching genetic distortion due to stasis sleep and prolonged FTL travel. And they're asking if you have time to undergo a few scans. What are we going to do? Will we participate in the study or tell them to sod right off? What are the Zoltan doing here after all? Then again, Zoltan ship. Maybe they're holding some Zoltan crew there who would be happy to join us. Zetsu wishes to participate, as does the Scrub, and Bugster does as well, so it doesn't matter what the captain says. They give us a pathetic reward for helping them out, so I am most unhappy about that. I want to go 1, 2, 3 and then explore as much as we can here, or just 1 down and explore all we can here, I think. Yeah, let's take the low road. So we head down and it reveals a large asteroid field. Short-range scanners show useful materials. Are we going to explore? Worst case scenario, it does like 5 damage to us, but this little ship can take it, right? Scrub says it's 4 hull points. Only now, later on it's only going to be 2. Still captain and crew, what are we going to do? Is it exploring, or is it too dangerous? Zetsu the coward says that it's too dangerous to go exploring, whereas Scrub and Bugster says exploring is good, so it comes down to what the captain says. But Zwerbaum is really slow for some reason. We're going to explore, and hey, look at that. We discover the remains of a ship embedded into an asteroid, and it's got some functional missiles. A staggering 2 of the... Ooh, distressed bacon. I love hitting up distress. And we could still get a lot of beacons done. Yeah, can't say no to distress. Take 1 in the hand rather than 2 in the bush. Should have upped my reactor, but I didn't. Okay, shots are fired towards our ship. We've fallen into a trap. A trap that does not require us having level 2 shields going. Let's put everything we can into dodge and otherwise remove this guy. Nice dodge. Alright, so I want to take care of that shield and remove weapons. And they want to remove our ability to see. Alright, please get on that ASAP. No need for us to worry here. Okay, so the day is yours. Show us honor by allowing us to leave with our lives. Now, they're about to die and they can't hurt us. Are we going to accept this paltry offer or simply never accept surrender? What's it gonna be, captain and crew? Of course, you could always say we will never accept, but that is your choice. The captain says he does not accept. If anybody backs him up, then that's where we go. Nah, Bugster also says we reject. Alright, oh, now. Couldn't help but notice you're on fire there. Oh, well, you're also about to die, so it doesn't really matter. Do like the fires that we're causing around here. The amount that we got was rather paltry, but enough to get us a little bit of power so we can run more systems. There we go, that's a lot better. I like the safety of having 2 shields and having all of our weapons running. It's a very good set of weapons we have. So somebody is looking to improve our reactor in exchange for 3 rockets and 2 drones. It's an economic choice, and I say that I make those for the team, just to speed things up, and I want that better reactor. Distressed Bacon is right next to the exit. Distress, then here. Yeah, I like distressed beacons too much to pass them by. So the distress signal is coming from a small space station orbiting an uninhabited planet, and their satellite defense system has gone haywire. The repair crew can't approach it. So as usual, if we get a blue option, we always go for it. Will it be an ion or NG? I'll tell you right now, the NG one is the better one. The ion, or is it the ion? I don't actually know which is the better one. What's it going to be, crew? Will we show off our awesome weaponry? Or does Scrub want to flex and show off his stuff? Unequaled Bard says he's ready. Ready for what? We have no spare slots on this crew unless we pick up another slave. And you'd be slaving away for me, I assure you. Scrub should prove his salt, says the captain. Well, get to it, Scrub. Remotely repair it. And he does. He remotely fixes the glitch, allowing the repair crew to close in and finish. And they give us thanks and reward, including 3 fuel, which is really what the doctor ordered right about now. Let's go and do as many bacons as we can around here. We don't have forever. So we've got an NG ship saying assistance requested, danger imminent, or danger present rather, imminent destruction. We're going to help NG, you know, Scrub's fellow man, or will we keep our distance? I want to point out that we're doing really good on the jumps. As in, we're not having empty jumps or just haha, you've been boarded jumps. They're full of ships for us to blow up or to assist for reward. Aside from that, blew off half our hull and then ran away. So the crew insist that we assist, and we're going to take care of these. Ooh, okay. You know what? How about... We don't need double shielding, that's for sure. We might need the cloning. I want him dead. Oh, okay, that's not good. Okay, thankfully they're dead. Don't want to get shot anymore though, that's for sure. Now they can't repair to save their life. So how about we have some fun with them? It's unlikely, but you never know, we might be able to set a fire or something. Or just destroy the damn thing, that's also an option. So it blows apart, we get a pretty damn good reward, and what do the NG have to say? Ha! They offer some fuel as a reward. It's not too bad, I suppose. Got plenty of scrap. It's severely tempting to upgrade the clone bay, given that it can help out with a lot of events. Advanced clone bay throwing people into there. But we have a store next door, right? And we do have something that might be worth selling if the price is right. Not to mention more distressed bacon. Should probably look towards repairs as well. Our scrap yours, our weapon, or your scrap ours, our weapons for you. You're about to raise shields, but it's just an NG trader. Check that medibay, crew teleporter, backup battery, and some useless flesh sacks and spare parts wanting to join the crew. Not interested. Defense Scrambler sells for a whole bucket of ducats. So it is very tempting to sell, but I strongly think we should hold on to that thing. Let's get some necessary repairs done while we're here, though. And since I foresee fuel troubles, I'm going to buy a couple bits of that. Otherwise, we're looking good, and let's just slowly and calmly make our way to the exit beacon. Should have upped my shields, but there's nothing going on here, so now I can up my shields. Hopefully Zorbam doesn't buy it. All this distress! So the distress signal originates from a small NG ship under attack by a rebel fighter. When the rebel sees Federation markings, they turn to attack. They have hacking, they have combat drone, they got beam, they got heavy laser. What I'm saying is, okay, they don't like our weapons. Don't that suck. Get those shields up. Okay. That's just 1 damage, that's extremely survivable. Right, we need to shut down that attack drone. That's what's really hurting us. So we're going to shut down their shields. And then, yeah, that drone can't be doing what it's doing. They disagree. Me too. That really... How does the phrase go? It's really activating my almonds. No thank you, game. No thank you. Okay, they're shooting me way too much. Let's just... These guys are good. I keep forgetting that I have auto fire on, but not anymore. At least we're leveling up our dodge here. Okay, that does it. At least it only did 1 damage. Pathetic reward. Hopefully the NG ship has a lot for us. They really don't. If we give them 25 scrap, they'll give us a heal bomb. If we were to give them this, they would give us the medical thing that helps us. So either pay 25 scrap for a heal bomb, or give them nothing. Heal bomb's amazing for boarding crew, but I strongly oppose using a boarding crew for this ship, simply because we use it too often. The Doctor says, Jake makes this game look easy. I just want to refer once again to our success at this game. Really, it's less than 50%. I'm hoping that we win with this ship today, because it means that we'll have 4 successes and 4 failures with the C types. Otherwise, we're 50-50 on the B classes as well, and 1 in 5 on the A classes, which ain't great. Give them nothing, no empathy for robots. Very well. And thus it is so. The NG can't feel fear, they bear you no ill will when you explain you're unwilling to help. Very good. Well, at least we got to blow someone up. Another store, but we really don't have anything to spare them, so we'll do Distress, the Unvisited, and then we're out of here. Oh man, what if they have flak though? I mean, I would sell this Scrambler for flak. A ship without life forms within a nearby dense asteroid field is giving us a distress call. Shall we investigate? It could be dangerous. Are we going to search for the ship or avoid the area altogether? It certainly could be dangerous. But it also could be a crystal man, I think. And the crew wish to search around, so we shall. And we just take 5 damage to the hull. That's no biggie, right? No biggie. I mean, Zetsu just goes womp womp and fixes it all up for us, so not a problem. Really tempted to check out that store. but we shall not. We'll do one more jump and then hit up the exit. So a Rebel automated scout is floating at this beacon. It does have rockets, but it does not have shields. We could probably blow this thing sky high. Or we could just harvest the scrap. We'd almost certainly get a lot more from blowing it up, though. But it's not my call. It is up for you. Crystal is only an asteroid field, isn't it? Not asteroid field as in there are asteroids hitting you as you fight something, but asteroid field. I'm pretty sure that thing that we had could have been Crystal Ship. We attempt to download, we download the ship. Well, that was useful. We get the scrap as well as 3 fuel and a rocket. I'll take it. And we are out of here. I'm suddenly very glad that I did not check out the store, as we would not have made it to the exit in time. So the sensors have picked up a refugee ship drifting through the system. Are we going to hail the refugees or simply ignore them? Trying to avoid anything political with that statement. And succeeding. But still, it's up to the captain and the crew how they wish to treat these refugees. I like how it's no doubt one of the many fleeing the rebel advance. Remember, you're playing the bad guys in this game. Hail them, hail those refugees. Ha ha ha! Did I say fuel trouble? I meant trouble spending all this fuel we're getting. Oh, would you look at that? We would have made it just in the nick of time. So, I have a question for our captain. Are we going to go to the Uncharted Nebula or the Uncharted Nebula? You'll have to think carefully about this one, because if we go to the Uncharted Nebula, then we're going to be forced into the Uncharted Nebula. Whereas if we go to the Uncharted Nebula is the only place we'll be able to go to, which further decides if we go to unidentified hostile or unidentified civilian, whereas the other gives us unidentified civilian and unidentified hostile. Zwar says, I would say Uncharted Nebula. Good choice. Well, we get more jumps whenever you enter these systems, so that is good, as long as you stick to these. We have upgraded our sensors. They could always be better, though. But what couldn't be always better? I'd like to have a better cloning bay, though. I'll give it that. Those are the best refugees I've ever seen. Sadly, there's a fat load of nothing going on here. Oh, man. There's a store, which is tempting, but not as tempting as not going to that store. Perhaps it's scouting ahead for rebel expansions, or maybe they're seeking to use this nebula as cover. Regardless, it's identifying us as hostile, and it's hacking our sensors. How quaint. I am a little scared of this ship, though, so let's not have it shoot us. You know, especially how they just took out our... Glad for that. Get dodging, champs. That's not dodging. There we go, I'll take it. It was just one hit. Now we're starting to see reasonable amounts of scrap heading our way, which is good. Would have been nicer before the store, though. Still really want to hit up more stores. We could faff around more here. I just want to explore to see if there's any distress, otherwise we carry on our merry way. This isn't so hot, though. You jump into a sector of the nebula beset by a plasma storm, and an automated rebel ship stationed moves in to attack. It has ion. Looks like a regular ion, so we will hold out just fine if we max out our shields and nothing else. Otherwise that fire beam is going to cause us some issues. So I think it's just going to be ion and stunner and holding our breath. Let's give it the stone cold. If we knock out their ion, then we only need to have one level of shield going. If we knock out their ion, then we only... Oh! We still only need one level of shield, though. That's okay. Don't like them dodging us, though. Dodge won't help us. Breathing will. But having double chain shots more... No, I don't want to have to wait around. Alright, they can't dodge us. That's kind of annoying. Well, at least it's dead. That was unexpected. Hold your breath, guys. There we go. All is well. Let us breathe again, please. Harvest that. Okay, we're getting some pretty decent helpings of scrap now. So yes, we breathe just a bit and we get out of here. No distress to be had, so let's do a jump that unveils a lot of nodes for us. We jump and we find that a pirate ship arrives shortly after us. And it must be a smuggler. Are we going to attack this smuggling bastard, or are we simply going to ignore his ship? We don't really have a way to take him intact unless we get particularly lucky. Otherwise, we just fire, or rather spray and pray here. Fire would be great. Captain wishes to attack because he's a bloodthirsty individual. I think he just wants whatever booty they have. And Bugster weighs in to back them up. Now that looks like somebody that's going to have... ooh, they're going to give us a bad time. I can already smell it. So what? Shields won't help us here, but I think I want some better doors. Where are they? Where are they? I can't see them. Oh, that's because they're trying to kill our oxygen. Stop them from killing our oxygen, whoever they are. And then run away. And ion their weapons, because I wasn't paying attention to that. And please stop them from shooting us, because that's going to get real annoying real fast. Wow, that was pathetic. Too close for comfort. At least that's down. Who's on fire? Us or them? I don't have much trust for it being them instead of us. There we go. Alright, what do I not like them doing? Shielding for one. So we realize our ship is no match for yours. If you let us go, we'll make it worth your while. And they're not offering us that laser of theirs, so I'm not sure we can take this. Still, it is up to the captain and the crew. I like how the chat noticed that it was the oxygen that they were attacking, whereas I was completely oblivious to it. I was trying desperately to tell where they were, but I just couldn't see it. Maybe I'm going blind again. You know, proper blind. Ignore them, Jake. Kill them. Very well, then. Why is the ion stunner going for the weapons? Should go for their dodging for now. Yeah, they're all dead anyway, but it seems to have blown up everything. You decide the ship was gathering information, nothing seems useful, so we don't learn about all this. A store does strike me as useful though. We're going right there. Some brave entrepreneurs set up a station here. Destruction boys, battery, shield charge, none of this appeals to me. Getting a rock person is always tempting, but we're not doing that. Charge, ion, stun. I mean, the dual ion would go pretty well. Charge laser is not worth our time. Hacking is almost always worth your time. And we have a fair number of drone parts. I wonder if the captain has anything he wants to say to this. Don't have anything worth selling. If we go hacking, then we could take enemy ships intact by robbing them of their oxygen, especially if we level that thing up. And it might be a good idea to fix ourselves up at the last point where repairing is cheap. And yeah, the defense scrambler synergizes amazingly with the hacking. So, hacking seems interested, he says. That's exactly what we're going to go for. Let us get some repairs while we're here, and then carry on our merry way. We're going to need some power to go with that. We've got 2 spare spots. Gotta say, we would love to get some cloaking, but maybe at a later date. We'll need some power for this thing as well. Some crew would be nice too, but you can't have everything. Now let's keep on exploring, Hobbs. The hacking is not much good right now. If we want to take ships intact, we're going to need to upgrade the thing. The store's been taken over by the rebel fleet. So, a pirate ship arrives shortly after us. Judging from the fact that it's attempting to avoid your ship, you assume it's a smuggler trying to stay away from beacons. This sounds awfully familiar, but I can't put my finger on it. Still, what are we going to do with it? Will we attack the pirates? Or just ignore their ship? Hopefully they have something more than useless data. Captain once again says we're going in for the kill. Rock ones this time, and they have a much more intimidating display of weaponry. This is gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt. Goodbye, shields. Goodbye, shields. Okay. You shouldn't be there. You should be fixing those shields. Whew. Wait, what? Whoa, what happened to our shields? This is pretty bad. We're sitting duck here. Goodbye, shields. Okay, at least we're not going to be getting shot anytime soon. Alright, they're going to try to escape, but we have a thing or two to say about that. They offer us a really paltry reward if we don't blow them up. Are we going to accept this, or ignore their pleas and continue to attack? Really not happy with what they did to our shields there. So if I were captain, I'd be ripping them from ear to ear, but it's not for me to decide. Blood for the blood god, says the captain. Looks like we're ignoring their pleas. They survived another hit there. Interesting. I mean, that's the last one they're ever going to survive. Searching the remains, you find that the cargo was military... Wait, what? We took it intact? That's incredible. All their resisting damage really paid off. Well, we got a boarding drone and 17 scrap. So I guess we did a lot of fire damage to them? It's hard to say. Let's open up and let the whole ship breathe, except for our Lanius friend. Very claustrophobic, these nebula. Yeah, I don't think I've ever won a battle just by shooting a ship in the dark before. As in, won it by takeover. Okay, how are we gonna do this? Let's take the high road. Hey, this seems awfully familiar. A pirate ship arrives shortly after you. Judging from the fact that it's trying to avoid your ship, you assume it's a smuggler trying to stay away from beacons. You know, I used to say this game was perfect. I think I've discovered the weakness of the game is just the sheer lack of variety for events. There are a lot of them, sure, but it's not a short game. It needs some more. Are we going to take care of this one in much the same way or not? Maybe spray and pray has worked. Loads of pirates, yes. My answer sounds awfully familiar as well. Skulls for the Skulls Throne. We attack. Oh my. That's a pretty good ion, and some not too shabby weapons they got there. Only takes 4 seconds to have that thing going. Good thing we already did our ion damage. Can't have those weapons hurting us. It was the ion that got stopped, but that's the ideal one to stop. Just try it. Excellent. Now what goes down next? I don't like those shields. Now once again the pirate offers us stuff, but it's again very paltry. We don't rely on rockets. And whilst in the future we might, since we have Defense Scrambler, it doesn't look all that great. Are we going to take it or simply ignore their pleas and kill them? Well, he already said skulls for the Skull God. You've encountered the Control-C, Control-V Nebula. Aren't you the one that said FTL Captain's Edition was bad because more is not always better? That's a boiled down version of what I would have said. Reject them again. Rip them. Yeah, they are going to have to be ripped to pieces here. That's the end of you. I really want to upgrade our hacking so we have a good chance to utterly ravage enemies by lack of air. Then again, we just got Hull Beam. It's a bit of a garbage weapon, but with all of our other weapons put together, it can really do some damage. And by damage, I mean it's going to be pretty good when we sell it. We're going to have 7-second disruption with our hacking now, and we're good. Still more to explore, but I'd rather do this jump first. I regret nothing. Could take the low road and then go up. It's the clever thing to do. Didn't we have a ton of fuel at some point? So a rock armor transport looks to have lost its bearings. When we hail, they grow suspicious, and they say, whatever life form you are, we find you repugnant. We seek no heed. Leave. Are we going to leave? Or are we going to arm the weapons, because they're the repugnant ones? They have rockets, they have a halberd beam, and they have a single fire laser. So we need to keep our shields up if we don't want to get halberd beamed. Of course, it depends what they actually power up as well, because they're on half power too. We are not repugnant. We won't take that from them. Very well. Okay, they only have halberd, which means level 2 shields and we're invincible. Let's get a feel for their oxygen. And by a feel, I mean let's strip them of their oxygen. Okay, it's level 2 oxygen, so it's going to be... Oh no, it's not a fully charged level 2 oxygen. Oh, that's really bad for them. So they do their attack. We're going to oxygen up for a wee bit. Just a wee bit, though. I want to... I want to be able to maintain this aggression. We're gonna suck them dry. Maybe an hour later. Zetsu says, I like this strategy. It's completely safe. There we go. They're now in dangerous oxygen territory. Not that we're not, but... Hey, you know, if the dual lasers powered up at the same time, we'd be able to get a free shot in. But we don't have the spare power for that. Tricky choices here. We could kill their oxygen and then... It's all very tempting. Don't really have the time for it though. Because they do get their oxygen back, that's a bit of the problem. Alright. Well, you know what? We can probably get a shot off before their thing recharges there. So all we need to do is shoot down their oxygen. And then you go back into getting that shield up, because I really don't want to get hit by that. Oh, of course, it's not gonna take him down in a oneer. But we still can. Daar mag hij. Ah, well, look at them. They're almost dead anyway. Let's not worry about it. Hey, I can watch this guy die, and he'll die just as fast as all the others. Everybody's dead and we get the full strip. Ain't that too bad for them. We should let our ship enjoy its own oxygen though. The air is getting a little stale around here. Sojourns, yes, this is Federation Charlie. Let's get our own shields back up to maximum as we get out of here. Not Federation Charlie, it's Kestrel Charlie. Alright, this is one of the worst events. Intruders on board. Lock up the doors. NG, get out of there. Let's have these guys enjoy no air. You guys should probably just run away to somewhere that's far away. Not that way. Oh shoot, no, keep those doors shut, please. Hey now, that's our cloning bay. Don't you hurt that. And all's well that ends pretty well. And Scrub even gets a job to do. He gets to fix his favourite shields. And we are good. It would be better if I upgraded our ship a bit more. I didn't like balancing all that power. But we kind of have enough. More is more. Let's keep on grooving. Oh no. You arrive in the middle of a plasma storm. Despite the harsh conditions, a rebel scout is using its massive rockets to make your life miserable. And they have boarding. They're probably going to make use of that. At least it means we don't need shields, but I really want to be able to dodge and breathe and shoot some more. Where are they? Okay, the oxygen again, huh? I think we can knock that out before... Alright, they're in the oxygen. I think we can knock that out before it shoots. Yeah. Does, however, now mean that we need some shields? Well, maybe not. Maybe. Oh well, I can get a little bit of shielding going on. Well, that was fun. Let's breathe again. I'm not being the most efficient with how I'm doing my shooting here, but it doesn't matter. Now they offer us a pretty good deal, especially when it comes to fuel, but are we really willing to accept surrender from a rebel fighter? It's not my decision to make. It is up to the captain and the crew if they want to accept this. 5 fuel might seem like a bundle, but it's not that expensive to buy, and we are going to be stopping at shops to get rid of this hull beam. It's the 10 scrap that I look down on. But you never know what blowing them apart is going to get you. Sacrifice them to Nurgle, says Werbaum. However, Scrub, the first one to attempt a mutiny here, says, I'm willing to let them surrender. So the NG has run the calculations, but maybe he's a bit bugged out. What does the rest of the crew say? We have enough, no surrender. If it's 2 including the captain, then we do not accept surrender. And away they go. An even better haul for that. Sure, a little less on the fuel, but double on the scrap. And I'm happy with that. Okay, we can probably do 1, 2, 3 jumps and then be out of here. Let me think. 1, 2, yeah. Yeah, I mean, we're not cowards around here. Let's do it. So we're navigating the fog blind, and we run into a mantis ship hailing us going, "Fah, this transgression will be overlooked. Nebula very dangerous, next time humans all die." Are we going to accept this from the Manti freaks? Or is there not going to be a next time and we open fire? Not my choice to make. It's up to the captain and the crew. Zetsu just says, kill them. Next time. There's no next time for the Mantis, Jake. I like that. And of course there won't be a next time, says Werbaum. Open fire. Alright, all weapons are go. We could potentially starve them out, but I don't like the amount of weapons they have. Yeah, we really could kill them with lack of air. We just have to knock down those weapons of theirs to a reasonable degree. But I don't know, the no air takes a while. And with that, we might not have a while with this setup. No, we're just going to blow them up, let's not risk it. And you are going to get on those doors, please. Right, where are they? They're trying to take care of the hacking, which is a little unfortunate for us. I really don't want that weapon firing, but it does, and we managed to dodge plenty of it. Unfortunately, they're trying to get in here, which is also bad news for us. So I would actually rather you just kind of skedaddled. And they enjoyed having no air there. Let's actually try and save up a decent shot. Still don't want to get shot. Alright, they're away. Everything's shut up. And as soon as we can, we're getting back to position. Hang on, a weapon just went down. They're on fire. That would amuse me pretty damn well if I knew more about what's going on there. But I really don't. What if they had no oxygen? Just putting that one out there, just in case. Oh, they got their weapons online. There's a good chance that they have NG there anyway. Oh, our cloning bay. That's not kosher. Alright, kill him. It can't hurt us. They all fall down, and that is a substantial collection. Thank you very much, enemy ship. To the point where it's very tempting to upgrade the clone bay, but if we upgrade the hacking, we would be able to take care of most people's oxygen very easily. Killing oxygen puts out fires. Oh, I'm well aware, but the fire does some nice initial damage. Okay, we did what we could, and I'm not so keen on upgrading. I'd rather save up for super hacking. So let's keep on going. So, another heavily damaged Federation ship. Are we going to follow them or keep our position? We can waste time when we try to follow them, which would mean we'd have to fight the rebel fleet at the very end. That's unlikely, though. It's more likely that we're either going to fight some rebels or we find our buddies and we add one to the team. And I would like somebody on our sensors pretty much 24/7, given the situations we've been finding ourselves in. Scrub wishes to follow them, as does Bugster. Seems reasonable. Let's go and check him out. And we're hopeless, so we got to get out of here. And a whole load of nothing. So, as determined already, the Slug Home Nebula. Oh, this could get dirty. Slugs tend to be fairly heavily armed and have plenty of mind hacking. Well, at least our clone bay already works. Got a store off the bat, and I got a hull beam to sell there, so let's mosey around it at the very least. So we're greeted by a slug repair station. They're asking to fix us up, and they could easily patch up some of our damage. Well, we are damaged. Are we going to agree to it? Say no, or are we going to see if they would like some payment? I don't actually know how this one goes, but given that they're slugs, they're probably going to rip us to shreds. One way or the other. It's probably a trap, you're right. Of course, we could just refuse to pay once they do it, and then they'll probably try to attack us, or it's sabotage, I just don't know. Scrub Theo says number 2. They're going to take the damage patch up. What's the rest of the team say? Bugster wishes to know more about the payment. How about Zetsu and Captain? Captain says nope. It's looking pretty split, but Zetsu says number 2. Alright, we're taking it. So you dock with the station, hoping for a quick turnaround, but the automatic machines take their sweet time. When the process finally finishes, you notice only 1 damage has been repaired. We need an explanation for this. We're glad you've enjoyed our services. Perhaps some fuel would be appropriate compensation. Give them 15 fuel, or that's ridiculous. Well, there's nothing we can do, but that's ridiculous. I'm sorry to hear that. An explosion rocks the ship, and they've planted a bomb, and they're going to try and kill us. Well, 2 can play at that game, because check that oxygen tank. Now, I don't know what kind of bombs they have going there. Hopefully they're not the kind that annihilate our shields. Those are firebombs. Oh, right in the weaponry as well. Okay. Let's get that fixed up, please. Yikes. Alright, thanks for that. Oh, right in the shields again. Okay. I see the way this is going. They will eventually run out of... It'd be a real shame if the clone bay died as well. But the bigger shame would be our shields being shot to shreds, so... Put those fires out, Chiefs. Heh, great work. Okay, I'm tired of getting shot here. Not tired enough, it seems. Bugster, get back there. Alright, they're out of rockets, and they're out of luck now. Which means we can take pot shots to get Bugster leveled up. That's kind of nice. In fact, you can just keep shooting the chain, and we're good. Oh, cool. That was extremely cool. Alright, at least we get to relax a bit from this. Hold on, Bugster's already maxed out. There's no point in what we're doing here whatsoever. We just get to sit back and imagine them dying. So we'll close everything up, get our whole ship re-oxygenated, which can be done a bit faster if we open everything up. And you can spend some time... No, this is kind of good because you're learning how to repair those shields, and we're learning how to dodge. In fact, we've now learned how to dodge, so... Everyone's dead, we strip it for 22 scrap and some fuel, which will almost... No, it'll slightly more than cover the repairs. Damn slugs. Can't trust them whatsoever. Jake, what's your favorite sector music in FTL? Rebel Stronghold. It's damn good. Okay, we got that store, but I want a bit more scrap going in there, so we're going to do this jump before that. And hope for the best, but plan for the worst. Absolutely nothing. Okay, well, onwards to the store we go then. Bugster and Scrub are pretty much bleeding out, but that's okay. A huge slug teleports from nowhere onto the bridge. Before you can open fire, he spreads his wares across the helm. His wares include Glaive Beam and smaller slimes. Ah, I want just about everything he has. Ion Bomb is amazing, Vulcan is amazing, Glaive is amazing, it's all amazing. Chain Vulcan is so good. Well, we're getting rid of Hull Beam, that's definite. I'm not a fan of this particular kind of beam. Getting rid of the boarding drone because we don't have that. Glaive is phenomenal, but Vulcan is also phenomenal. Eventually you shoot every second, it just takes forever and a day to charge up. But Glaive kills everything. Oops, my finger slipped. We now have Glaive Beam. I love long-range scanners. I'm really wanting to buy those. I think I'll buy that and spend the rest on some repairs. It's just really damn good. That's good enough. Now what we need is enough power to get Glaive going. Here's the thing, on an enemy that has dangerous shields, we can hack the shields and Glaive Beam him to death. Otherwise we can just shoot them as normal. Glaive Beam is going to take about 20 seconds to charge up with Bugster at the helm though. That's okay. Vulcan is a very interesting one, but it's not the one we're going for this time. Maybe some more repairs would be prudent. I mean, whilst we're here, you never know what you're going to run into out there. So, a Rebel Advanced Automated Ship is stationed here. It has no shields whatsoever. We will kill this thing in a heartbeat. We could avoid provoking it or use our hacking to prevent an alert. It's up to the crew here. The blue option is a false choice here. It's a waste of a drone because we would kill this thing dead. Although I do like us getting options for our super hacking. Attack, just attack, is what I'm seeing. Correct. Let's tear it to pieces. I mean, unless it has some kind of 15-second cloak and then it just barrages us with everything, that would be bad. Especially if it killed Bugster. Or Scrubby, but we don't care so much about Scrubby. Wow, that is one long everything. Well, first, no dodging. Secondly, no other kind of dodging, please. Oh, wow. Not a problem. 31 scrap. See, we either lose one drone part or we gain 31 scrap. It's a difficult choice. My heart is being pulled here. Fire beam. Damn, we could beam everything to death, but we can't have all weapons active at once. I don't even know which way to put these. Glaive is just so incredibly good. But I mean, fire beam opens up more options. There's nothing Glaive beam can do that we can't do with this, except, you know, kill ships in one shot. 3 damage per room, and it's not that small either. I think I'm in love with our weapons here. Okay, so we got a lot of... Oh man. I think I hear the engineers installing the fire beam. Okay. Fire beam gives us options if we hack down shields, because we can just set entire ships on fire. Let's see what we can do with this. Hopefully everything. Okay, so direct attacks are not preferred by slugs. They're gonna shoot us with all that. We could use one drone part to not get shot to death here. Oh, but they got some real good shields there. Why don't we experiment with fire beam here? Take down their shields and set fire to them. That'll synergize well with the Man, why did I always wait till this time? Okay, so you guys go away. We get fire beam. We get you going. And we're going to take care of those shields. Means we're going to have to eat one of these volleys of theirs, but that might be okay. Oh dear. Oh dearie me. That's going to hurt. You need to get out of there. Alright, they got nothing. It's time for fire. It's always time for fire. Oh, that's not so funny. Okay, now we can't dodge their volleys, which makes things considerably worse, and we can't close our doors. Well, you don't fear the lack of oxygen, so you get in there and fix it. I felt like such a badass at the time. Fortunately, their weapons are going down as well, but they are dealing some damage to us, and I don't have much of a response to this. Not with our doors not working. And now we can't do more fire damage because the... well, this is down, but I can fix that. Oh no, they got other things down, that's good. Hee now I get to see you die. Alright, we took a bit of a volley, but I think we would have taken a real volley either way. Cloaking will synergize very well with this build. Oh, right, the door's still open for you. Because nobody fixed the door. You know what, I have an idea. It's called Burn You All to Hell. Oh, right, the doors are still open. Well, you know, Bugster, it had to happen eventually. Into the airlock with you. Scrubby lives on. Game. You're hurting me. What am I meant to do with all this amazing equipment? Alright, good job. You lived. Let's keep on jumping. I like what we have here. So, a mantis attack ship looks to have been hunting slugs. A rare test of honor for the mightiest mantis crews. Weapons are... we can handle this. We'll handle it better with functional doors, though. Now, how do we do this? The manti are not good at dealing with fire. I think we've answered our own question, though, really. Alright, where are they? Where are they going? Oh, that's not where I want them. Please, we just got him back. Alright, say goodbye to your precious shields. Alright, they're back. And what do we do here? I want to set fire to ideally everything. So I think that's what I'll do. The downside is we can't see what's going on, so we have to use our imagination here. Well, we know their weapons are on fire. We know their medibay is down. We know their piloting is on fire. How about we assist a little more? Oh, they managed to fix their weapons. That isn't good news for us. Oh, going back to heal, are you? Oh my. Yes, you're going to need that. Yes. Yes. They're all dying. They all get to die. Oh. Jeez. Just keeps getting better. Surprise, it's fire again. Oh. Oh, right, I should have waited a moment. Forget that I didn't immediately take down the shields. Oh, it's just so precious. Gotta hand it to this duo, they can really repair some shields. It's a shame they're stuck in there. Oh, really? They want out to the rest of the ship? Well, by all means, fix up while you can. I think we need more fire in your life. Oh, no oxygen for you, my friend. Can they even fix anything right now? They can try, I suppose. Now they might be hiding in the engine block. It's the only place we haven't directly torched, and we don't get a chance to. Thankfully, by leaving the engine block unscorched, we're able to take out all of their fuel and all of the scrap that wasn't completely burnt to cinders. Oh, that felt good. That felt so good. Got a couple of places we can check out here. Sadly, there's a whole lot of not much in the other places. What do we do about this ship? What do we upgrade? We could upgrade the hacking. This is a possibility. But I feel we suffer on the lack of evasion, and it would be fairly cheap to upgrade that. Shields could also be upgraded. Difficult choices, really. Saving it all up is probably not the best idea right now. Piloting is kind of nice, but I think we're only going to need that if we run into a place that has nebula. Lots of things I'd like to do. Go for power bar and engine upgrade, in my opinion, says the captain. Well, very well. Extra 5% evasion is going to help us out in ways. 1, 2, and then we got a few more places we can check out. The exit's reachable from many locations. Could jump here. We know there isn't anything there, but... let's just take what we know we have. Okay, so they're trying to sabotage our oxygen production. We could counter that hacking, or we could not. It's our choice. I think we should, though, given that our own hacking isn't very useful against this. We could take this guy down ourselves. Why not power the lasers instead of the engines? Why indeed? Scrub just wants to let them, which is odd because I don't want to waste a drone part on this kind of guy. The captain, however, says that we counter. You can get this one more engine upgrade because the 1 power is wasted on cloning right now. Kill them the good old way, Jake. Very well. I don't like their weapon system at all. I'd like to bring it down, but we can ion them, dual laser them, and hit this, and then set fire to everything. That sounds like the best route for us right now. Bastard. Decent dodge, I see. Good enough. Let's try to get as much out of this as we can. Whilst they do a real number on our ship. What a damn shame. Oh well, we managed to dodge it, so joke's on them. Now we know we've set fire to their oxygen. Okay, well, not doing much else. We don't need all that shield. So let's just set fire to everything. I mean, it's a shame not to help with their oxygen situation, so we'll do what we can. We're friendly like that. Jake, remember to keep ioning them for the stun whilst they're on fire. Ah, I didn't think of that one, did I? I frequently forget that this ion stunner does 5 seconds of stun damage. Never know, the engine guy might have survived. If indeed they have an engine guy. Oh, of course nobody survives. Drain the fuel, take the scrap, take the everything, and find a store. We could really do with hitting up that store, because our ship is pretty badly damaged. And we have breach to sell. But maybe we could do this jump as well. Or this one here. I mean, it's probably nothing there. It's the most efficient way to do all this. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we probably won't have time for down this. Or down. Either way, you gotta hit up the exit here. We should just do everything here and then make our exit, I guess. Hell, we might get lucky. But we don't. There's a whole load of nothing in this nebula. I want to take this down. You know, there might be... Yeah, we're gonna do it. Let's risk it. We might even get our hull down to absolute 1. Okay, we've detected some worrying radiation coming from your medical unit. Perhaps we could take a look. As he signs off, the system's shut off. That's our... Oh my, that's a big rocket. If we eat 2 of those, and we're in for a bad time. I don't want to get shot by that rocket, is what I'm getting at. Yeah, they got a big missile. But the question is, do we hack them? It'll knock out our own hacking, or not. It'll stop us from being able to use our clone bay, but that's not a big deal. And if we were able to delay those weapons of theirs, that might help out in a big way. Because I need those weapons to not be shooting us. Save the hack for the enemy weapons, roger that. Now the question is, where are these enemies on board our ship? Oh, of course they're in here. Wait, where'd they go? Into the sensors, you say? Well, not like we need much of those, but still. How are we going to do this then? I could certainly set fire to them. That's an easy option. And that will do good damage to their weapon systems. The ion's going to get through our shields anyway. We need to dodge. Oh shoot, the fire beam's down. Damn, that's exactly what I wanted to use, and they just ioned it. That rocket is going to give us a hell of a bad time. Yeah, unless we dodge it. We can't let them hit us with any more of that. We gotta get out of here. Now. Oh, remember, you're gonna die. Oh. You're gonna die as well. But they're gonna hurt our doors. This is all extremely unfortunate. What are we gonna do? We need to jump away. There we go. We're out of here. Hitting up that store. Alright. It can take weeks to get mucus out of our clothes, but there's business to be done. Yeah, firstly, before we even pay much attention to this, Bugster's gonna die. Zwerbaum is gonna die, probably. Alternative thought, everybody gets out of there. No life for you. But no air for any of you. Oh, hang on, the oxygen is down. No, that's okay, we got a guy who can deal with that. Don't want to lose our, doors. I'm taking enough damage around here. Where are they? Okay, they're working on the shields now. You there, go and keep those doors active. Or better yet, fix the oxygen because the enemy's all dead. Whew. That was dangerously close. Good thing we upgraded the engine. Otherwise we most likely would have eaten another rocket. And them ioning the weapon system, that's what hurt us badly there. Oh well, we can't ignore it, we've really got to repair up. All of this is very nice, but goodbye breach. Keeping Glyve, we paid good money for it, we're going to need that towards the end. I really like these. But yes, that stuff gets spent very heavily on repairs. There we go. And I guess a little bit of fuel. Otherwise we're good. Oxygen is turned on again. You get back to the engines where you belong, Zetsu. Zetsu the Unkillable. And I'm really tempted to upgrade the clone bay. It's too easy to get hurt. Although, you know, saving up to get more weaponry is also nice. A couple more shots and that fire beam could function without the hacking. Upgrading the hacking is also tempting, but why don't we just... Well, we should consider our options first. It was dangerous. It was very dangerous, but I'm glad it all came together. Scrubby's really learning how to fix this ship. And I'm glad we didn't have much of a loss of skill there. Buggy will relearn the weapons pretty quickly. Alright, what is around us here? No big deal, but we could do... U3, I guess? It's not the best use of this system, it's a shame we didn't kill you. We could get another shot at killing them, though. I mean, I'm really not happy with leaving them alive. But what can we do? It's a pretty big rocket. I mean, it's pretty much just do as we did before. But those rockets do a lot of damage and we don't have much defense against them. 35 evade is not that much. But I don't like leaving them alive. We got unlucky last time. Yes, we did. And yes, we could spare more for the engines to get some more dodge chance. And they wouldn't be teleporting on us this time. At least I assume not. I have an idea. Might make things better for us. I mean, somebody on our team isn't going to like the idea, but that's too bad for him. We ain't cowards, Jake. We demand revenge. Slugs should learn their place. That's the spirit. They're gonna die. So you lost a bit of your skills, but that's okay. You weren't that good anyway. Let's go and settle the score. But in doing that, we should probably... Yeah. The thing is, not having enough shield allows them to ravage us with that ion. So we could focus on dodging first, or we could ignore these two and focus more on this, but I want to get shots in with their shields down. So... I could sacrifice oxygen for that, it's no biggie. Let's have our revenge. I wonder if that hacking is still stuck on them. Oh, no, there we go. Let's take care of those shields and then set these bugs on fire. Shame we can't see them though. But I think a lot of fire can do its own kind of damage here. Let's just get good at dodging. Alright, so with all that down, I just really don't want to see any of that. Good. Then comes the fire. Decent. So down it goes again. There's less to take down quite nicely. And then we utterly destroy them. Now if they want to try to go to the medibay, we can take care of that. Oh well, that was easy. They're all dead. We must have gotten really unlucky last time. All dead, free fuel, free rockets, and loads of scrap for our troubles. We are not cowards. Let's carry on our merry way. There's a whole load of nothing out here. One last ship to destroy, and then we're out of the Slug's home nebula. As you jump in, you immediately see an impressive slug pirate ship with the Black Raven painted on one side. They hail you, "Greetings, I am the dreaded pirate Captain Knights. You must be full of fear, no? You have heard of me, no? No. Well, I have heard of you, and I must see if you're as dangerous as they say. I challenge you. Do we accept this challenge or not? They too have a fire beam. They also have a double shooting heavy laser. I don't see other weapons, but I'd be surprised if they didn't have others. What are we gonna do? Hehe. Kind of exciting. We're wanted men now. This is indeed not Tucko. Zetsu wants to accept their duel. We accept this challenge. Our fire is better fire. Very well. Let's have a throwdown. Since we're out in the open, we can see everything. Okay, this is nothing to be feared. It's very unlikely that they're actually going to get through us. However, let us not take chances on that one. Let's open everything up apart from where our people that need to breathe are. We can shoot down their shields and set fire to them. That's how I want to do it. No need wasting hacking around here. We don't fear this, you know, unless that fire beam does horrible things to us. Yeah. Okay, where to start with this? Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to eye on them. My fingers are all not in the right places. So the weapons aren't very good for them to have. Actually, the nothing is good for them to have. Let's just set fire to the bastards. Oh, check that level 1 Medibay. Check that everything. Oh, this is the most enjoyable thing to use. Look at them! Look at them slither around! Everyone dies. Oh, Shamu! What a shame to be you. Oh, maybe we should have more fire. Oh, the once dreaded Pirate Knights has been killed. Or the once dreaded Pirate Knights has been killed. You proceed to loot his ship. Yes, yes we do. Wow. Just so horrible. And I just hear the sounds of it burning more. Okay, let's carry on with our mission. We can't get distracted. Okay, we get signs of a battle some time ago. Scattered remnants of ships, but one station is intact. Are we going to move in and examine it, or stay near our beacon? Zwerbaum yells, "O2, Jake." I don't know what you're getting at there. Awesome Scorpion is picking up on it all. Don't forget, killing happens in the fire phase. People want to examine the station, and the station is in disarray. You find a cloning bay partially intact, but nothing else seems functional. Well, we happen to have a clone bay. While the clone bay facilities are no longer functioning, you find someone was in queue to be cloned, you transfer data, and their body is rebuilt. Welcome, Artyom. Wow, we've got some real variety on this ship. Let's close things up, let the oxygen flow, as we find a job for you. Sensors would be very fitting for a slug, I gotta say, so there you go. I'd rather have you on the doors, but sensors are just too fitting. But Artyom is a rubbish name. Who are you gonna be? I applaud the burning of the beasts we look down upon. Send me into the airlock, commanders. Well then, it looks like Nashar Dach has joined us. Nashard for short. Excellent. Okay, we're looking real good. I mean, we need quite a bit more scrap if we want to upgrade our weapons further, and we do. Upgrading hacking is also nice. Upgrading everything is really nice. Shields as well, can't forget those. But we'll hold on to what we have as we consider our next move. We're either going to fight the Manti or the Engi. It's the captain's choice, and I'm going to take a quick water break whilst Captain Zwerbaum deliberates. Alright, what says the captain? He wants to slay some Manti. You know, the Manti don't fare too well when you set them on fire. We'll see if that works in our benefit. Ensure your whole plating is up to scratch and that you have enough fuel in the tank to make it through. You know, it kind of makes me want to get some better doors in here. But we do have Nachard, who can quickly switch to door duty. Our sensors are good enough. Oh my, we're spoilt for choice. Asteroid field, unvisited, unvisited. But it does split the nebula down the way here very swiftly. I do like fighting in asteroid fields quite a lot. Very much so. Firebeam less useful there, but lasers and ion work very well there, as does annihilating enemy shields. Our own shields aren't very good, but I'm not scared of that. So we arrive in the asteroid belt. There's a rebel automated scout. Prepare for a fight. Beams, rockets, ions, all in all, not something you want to deal with. Firebeam will be useless here. Chain will not. We just got to shoot down their everything as quickly as we can. Actually, these beams are going to give us a very bad time if we manage just to ion us and we take some hits. This could actually hurt us in a horrible way. We need to shut down his everything as quickly as we can. It's tempting to use some drones for that, but what would I shut down? Could shut down his weaponry for a while. But he's already queuing up an ion shot. In the with the idea of being prudent here, I'm gonna bring that one down. Gonna need to stun his own. Oh, damn, that's not what I was aiming for. Oh well, it doesn't matter. I still got to take him down some way, somehow, and those weapons and drones are both a pain. Okay, well, that was one of the main pains. Ho ho, boy! We're all about that luck around here. Can't say undeserved. Oh, Christ, again? Oh well, I don't care. shields. This guy's good at what he does, I'll give him that. Jeez Louise. I'd like to hit, please. Okay, the asteroids can hit him, but I sure can't. Oh, you know what, I should just queue up my shots here. But his weapons are about to be back in action. Alright, at least he can't dodge anymore. Well, why dodge when you can just have your drones tank everything? Alright. Bad enough of your everything. Away you go. But to reiterate, I love fighting in asteroid fields. It just doesn't normally go like that. Nice, didn't take a single hit there, which is awesome. Everything is charged up and ready to go, so let's... Sun? No, that just means you get boarded and nothing but. However, there's other things to check out here. We'll do you, then you, because that shows us more towards the end of the jumping. For once, you see the Manti before they see you. They got a lot of charge up, but they don't have teleport. And if they want to charge up a good shot on us, they're going to have to wait a long time. And Fire Beam will charge up faster. Still, it's our choice if we attack the ship, or if we wish to remain concealed. Seems the captain and all the crew wish to obliterate them, so we are attacking that ship. I'm really glad that we can see everything's build-up time here. Well, it's all about that fire beam, and we might as well hack them to death. I guess we could have you in so we can get a free shot on that. Yeah, makes a world of sense to me. Say goodbye to your shields. We are chewing through our drone parts, that's something to keep in mind. That was quite a shot. Oh, and there goes our ability to dodge, so that's worth keeping in mind. So, where to set fire to other than everywhere? Everywhere, you say? I agree. So we stunned those guys as they sit back and eat the fire, which was all part of the plan, of course. Now they have to put it out, which they're not going to have a hard time doing, really. And now we stun you, so you can't put out the fire, which I'm sure is tragic for you. And I'm happy to stun them again. Let that fire spread, my friends. The fire spreads. And keep that everything away. Oh, what's that? You want out? Well, I don't want you to want out. Ooh, nicely done. Now stop hitting me. 4 fuel, 48 scrap. That's pretty awesome. Well spent drone part, even though we are chewing through them. Ah, love the sound. How did we even salvage anything off this ship? It's just burning away. Okay, we have lots of options for fighting. I would kind of like better shields and the power to use them. I think that's a pretty damn good investment at this point, since enemies are getting more and more armed to the teeth. And let's keep on killing everything we see. So you overhear Mantis comm chatter. The one on the right is starting to rot. Take him down, cut off his fingers, put him out the airlock. They certainly don't seem to be friendly. And they have a couple of rockets, which is a shame, but maybe we have a bit of faith in our ability to dodge here. Are we going to attack them or remain concealed? They do not have any boarding. Better doors might be worth saving for, says Awesome Scorpion. Ah, we got somebody who can do the doors. Captain Zwirbaum simply wishes to attack. I can see why. Burn and purge. Very well, but I'm a little worried about their everything there. Well, doesn't matter. Just need to do what we do best. We do not need shields here. Oh, he looks a little stuck there. Yeah, I don't like that. Please fix. Both of you. This is an emergency. There's a slight chance we could get... oh, I keep hitting the wrong buttons here. That's no good. Fortunately, didn't need that. Back to your positions, everybody. Also remember your positions. Alright, we can take that down now. Yikes, now we don't get to dodge. Yeah, they're really slugging into us here. And hang on, why did they... Oh, snap, they took it down again. Alright, thankfully, I did some damage there, so we need to set fire to those weapons on the double. Alright, good. That's a start. This thing being on fire is very bad, though, I guess. We can just remove its oxygen. Jeez. What have they got against my everything? Alright, very good. Please get it fixed, though. Getting good at this dodging lark. But not good enough, I fear. If we get really lucky here, which we didn't, we'll be able to do something there, but we did not. Yeesh. They really hate us dodging them. But they're now out of rockets, at least. After they do an immense amount of damage to us. So let's not have you die. Let's have you fix our doors instead. Alright, not very happy with them, so I'm going to kill them. And sometimes we do better than other times when it comes to our fire beam. That's better. Maybe it's better to nick as many rooms as you can. In space, no one can hear you scream to death. Although I can feel it. Running out of places to hide there, friend. Running out of places to hide, Lana. And why, there's just one left. Okay, good. We've got a fair amount for our trouble there, but a lot of trouble it certainly was. Missiles are hurting us in ways that we are really not prepared to deal with. It's not like Manti to use so many of them, though. Alright, finally, an enemy with boarding, and of course they got missiles again. A Mantis military scout seems to have just finished salvaging off on a nearby wreck. They have no time to waste with warnings. They appear they wish to fight. Okay, well, I wish to fight as well, as it happens. They got a cloning bay, but I think we're just going to deal with this the way we always have been. It means we have to tank a bit of a hit here. You know what? Firebeam should move down here so it's not the one that instantly eats a lot of everything. Just flush the guy out. Oh, well shot. Very well shot. I mean, not well enough, but still pretty well. Because now you're going on fire. Gotta start it from the weapons, though. Oh, it never hit the weapons? That's a damn shame. Also, I feel like somebody died. Oh, I really hope they don't knock out the clone bay. That would be the worst. So perhaps we should invest in some dodging here. Yikes. I'm glad we invested in that dodging now. Okay, we're still looking good, and they're looking very on fire, so it's okay. Just wish we didn't eat so many rockets. It's like, haven't you got anything better to do than shoot me with rockets? And they go, yes, we can shoot you with lasers as well. We're like that. Okay, well, at least they're dying, so let's fire their weapons once again. We are having a real problem with enemies and their rocket systems. Yeah, that would probably be pretty good from actually turning on the dual laser so we can attack them that way. This is actually looking really tragic for us. We need to stop dying so much. Stop shooting us. And burn some more or something. Oh, of course, they've got the clone bay. Well, not anymore, they don't. Oh, snap! Snap! I forgot! Ah. Yeah, I let my mind wander way too much, and that hurt us badly. It was all on me as well. Which means we need a store. Oh, would you look at that. There's the cloaking we would really want, but we've got to fix this ship, or else we'll never make it to Cybertron. There we go. Yeah, defense drones would be really nice as well, spare us getting shot so much. Scrap recovery arm I do love, but we can't really afford it unless we sold something like defense scramblers. I think we're going to have to make do without. Spent all that money on Glide, but we're not using it. We're too keen on killing enemies with by taking them intact. Oh well, can't regret what we do. Well, we'll make do with what we have here. Okay. I just gotta play a bit smarter, because I am definitely not playing smart today. Pulsar, we're not scared of pulsars. I do like fighting ships, but we can go and explore a lot more here, and we will murder that pulsar. You arrive at an infrequently used beacon close to a pulsar. Rebel ship jumps out. They are really well equipped with that. But the rebel ship is a lot easier to set fire to death. So that's what we're gonna do. Because what can I say? I love doing it this way. I wonder how much that pulsar is going to hurt me. Probably quite a bit. Well, let's take care of those shields and see what we can do with this. Ah, annihilated our weapon system, so I can't set fire to them. But they are still not. Oh, jeez, my shields are toast. We actually have no offense whatsoever here. Oh no. That's really bad for us. You know, especially the whole somebody's dying, Clone Bay's on fire. Lots of badness there. Perhaps going the fiery route is not the best option for us right now. What kind of bomb is that? Oh no! Bugster's dead! And we can't bring him back! And we're being shot to death because of this pulsar. Oh well, Bugster. You just weren't cut out for the role. This lack of oxygen is a bit worrying, and that fire. I mean, I can get rid of that fire this way. And I would like you to probably remain where you are. We can at least see the enemies, but we've taken so much damage on our weapons that it's pretty bad. And they keep shooting us and we have no shields whatsoever. Oh dear. Whoa, that's hurting us a lot. And now our engines are shot, so we can't get out of here. Okay, they just got back. But no, this is what's down. And their weapons are still bloody going. Shields, please. You're gonna get killed there. We have to get out. And we gotta go somewhere safe. The store is tempting, but we gotta go, unvisited location. Yeah, unvisited location. Oh no, intruder on deck. Okay, a young mantis in charred uniform is now on deck. We can either side with him and fight the Engies with our half-broken ship, or offer up the mantis in exchange for a bounty. What's it gonna be, guys? We already have intruders on deck. Not to mention whole dying ship thing. Although the pulsar effect is gone, it's not it's not insurmountable. Well, we can do this. Plus size, we just lost a crew member. Maybe we could make up for it. Zetsu wants to offer him up. Where's the rest of our crew? They need to weigh in on the matter here. Now the Mantis doesn't always side with you. Sometimes he just plants a bomb, blows up your ship and teleports back. Our weapons being down is pretty savage. So Scrub wants the Mantis alive. Zetsu wants to offer him up. Nakar also wants to offer him up. And the captain wants to offer him up. So away he goes. The pursuing ship responds with a completely unintelligible message. The young Mantis jerks to attention and it resumes his battle stance. It was a trap! Oh dear. How do we even deal with this? They have hacking, ion, pike. Our only saving grace is that our shields are working. Our oxygen is about to die. The clone bay is off. The doors don't work. Well, the oxygen no longer works. We're about to lose oxygen. Actually, we're dying from lack of oxygen. Very soon, because they just killed it. Okay, at least they broke it, so they can't steal our oxygen anymore. There's a lot of bad things going on here. At least they have we have scramblers on them, so they can't hurt us here. Okay, how do we deal with them? I suppose we could stop them from shooting us, but maybe that's a very temporary solution for a much more permanent problem that we have right now. Fix the cloning with Lanius is a great idea. That's what we're going for. They're going around and destroying everything on our ship. Oh dear. You know what? They can enjoy all the fighting going on there. Yeah, you get that dealt with. Snap, they're in there as well. Is there anywhere with oxygen? desperately need to be able to move here. They're going to stay there because there's no oxygen elsewhere. That kind of makes sense. Now we need the oxygen to work. No, you guys stay where you are. NG guy, you're dying. There doesn't seem to be somewhere for you to go that doesn't involve you dying, but the clone bay at least is working now. Alright, please fix our oxygen. Oh, or just die, that's another option. Alright, we got some people still alive, the oxygen can still function, but they could still hack the oxygen. I mean, I could hack their hacking. You know what, Lanius is going to be carrying this ship. Power the clone bay. Oh, it is very powered. Get that oxygen working. Oh, it doesn't matter. We're going to be screwed of oxygen anyway. Alright, fix those weapons as fast as you can. Great job. Keep on fixing though. We are going on the offense here. Now that you're able to get things working, please fix our... I guess I want to be able to see inside my ship for a change. Okay, we fixed a bit of the... You know what? You should be over there fixing the weapons. They gotta work. Jake, close the airlocks. I mean, that is an option, but we don't have air anyway. They keep hacking it like the bastards they are. Okay, that's good enough. Except for, you know, the utter lack of oxygen. Now we begin our counterattack. Oh man, we used to have somebody on the weapons. They were good at their job. Okay, how do we counterattack then? Dodging is almost useless. But Zwir could stand to relearn how to dodge, so that's an idea. Actually, everybody keeps dying from lack of many things. Alright, their shields have got to go. Okay, that's a good start. Fire beam's got to get up and running. And when I have a bit more power here, we don't need all the shields, just one is sufficient. This is where the shoe enters the other foot. I know what I said. Now that they have no anything, it's time for... Well, I don't like their hacking, for one. It's gotta go. It's really gotta go. I want to be able to breathe here. Would like to be ion stunning them as well, though. Well, let's keep that in mind. Their weapons are going down, but that's not a big deal. Not as big a deal as everything else going up in flames. There we go. Enjoy fire everywhere, freaks. God damn, stop shooting me like that. Okay, the cloning bay is down, and it's about to get a lot worse for them. There we go, everybody dies. That was rough, we lost a good man. But we survived, and the Manti will never mess with us again. Well, here's hoping. Phew. I just want to take a moment to pay my respects to that guy that died, whoever he was. May he always live on in our memory. Shard, how would you like to learn a new skill? How to shoot things. Distress, distress, but it's a trap. I love double distress, but... Distress, distress, and back. Then here, then here. No, we'd hit the rebel fleet by that time. Not sure how willing I am to fight the rebel fleet at this point, just to get a couple of distresses in. It would be a blank jump anyway. 1, 2, 3, 4, or at best 1, 2, 3, 4, we're out. Looks good to me. Is there anything worth upgrading while we're here? What's been hurting us? It's not been lack of power. It's probably been relying on fire when we should be gliving people to death, but I just love setting people on fire. What's the downside for Cloning Bay? Is there one? You can't passively heal except for during jumps. That's tempting. So I'll do it. Another unmanned ship patrols the area. Prepare for combat, but it's trying to get away, and if it does, it's going to alert the fleet, which is bad. It can't really hurt us unless those rockets do nasty things to us, which is very possible. And there's a good chance we won't actually make our hit, so what should we do? We can take down the shields with our hacking. We certainly still have plenty of drones. I just don't want him getting away. Oh, he's hacking us? Ah, I never needed to breathe anyway. Not in the business of taking the risks here. So what am I going to stop them from doing? I mean, the dodging is what's got to go, but I don't know what kind of weapons they're toting. There we go. It's not going anywhere now. Which is quite nice because it means we can just lay into him. Safe in the knowledge that he can't dodge us. Although he's certainly pretty good at dragging our oxygen away. Not anymore, he's not. Done and done. Whew, not a huge payoff, but a payoff nonetheless. Let's just everybody breathe some nice fresh air. Boy, do I need a lot more scrap for what I want. Oh well, we got payoff with the distress beacon. We could probably do 3 jumps. 1, 2, 3, let me think. A 1... 2, 3. I just am bad at measuring this. Do the old pinky check. A 1, a 2, a 3. Yeah, we can do 1, 2, 3 and get out of here. And if we can't, well, haven't I just the fool? Alright, absolutely nothing, so that was a wasted jump. Cutting it close, I think, says Marks and Destroy. Okay, we got some giant alien spiders. We can fight them back with no risk, or just leave them alone. It's a shame we can't use the fire beam to kill them all, but only the bio beam can take care of the giant alien spiders. And get you the guaranteed large reward. Still, it's up to our crew. It's been a while since they've got to make a decision other than just dying. Scrub is very dismissive of their own life. We can fight them, and they're the only one weighing in, so in you go. Well, we beat them back, and we get a reward. None too shabby. This is definitely going to be cutting it fine. Spiders are a joke. Alright, we're going to improve your reactor for some goodies. I'm open to that. Ah, that's so close. But we are going to have to make a getaway here. We could super hack them, which I think is what we're going to do. We need super hacking eventually anyway. Oh well, let's do this. You know, we might be able to glide it to death. I don't know, how long would it take to... I mean, fire beam is going to be useless for what we're doing here, so we could at least try. Combat drone has a blue option. I never knew that. Okay, we got to survive long enough. They have big missiles and big guns and anti-ship battery. Actually, it's those guns I really don't want firing at me, so we're going to hack those straight away. For 10 seconds. The nice thing is we can let them fire a little bit and then hack them. Oh. Well, what I thought would happen didn't happen. I thought it would cancel the last shot. ASB locked with 37% chance of dodging it. Don't let us down, Zorbaum. Don't let us down, Zorbaum. Oh, nicely done. But still, we're about to get shot to death, so please get us out of here. Oh, you want to show off a bit more, don't you? I know you do. Miss, miss, miss. What a guy. Okay, so another choice for our Captain Zorbaum. Are we going to hit up the Manti or the Zoltan? We're well equipped for both. What's that? You want to dodge even more gunfire? Well, yeah, sure. Why not? You know what? I'm not so keen on that one anymore. I mean, you're already maxed out. You have nothing to gain by showing off here. Just showing off. Zwar is not chiming in here. Okay, he says more Manti. Okay. You're the boss. Zoltan, get a crew, says Nakardak, but he doesn't get to make the rules around here. Okay, we're still alive. Well, let's get back to setting fire to people. Got a store. I would love to repair, but we don't have a lot of scrap. And we don't have anything to sell. Pulsar, they screwed us before. Let's not risk it again. Children on Earth are told terrible tales of blood-red mantis invasion ships, much like the ones bearing down on you now, which once threatened the planet. You order weapons free. Okay, lots of rockets again. Really wishing I had that defense drone. I guess we're gonna have to set fire to them once again. Damn, we got nobody to operate those doors. Oh well. It's a shame churning through all my drones like this, it really is. You know what else is a shame? Losing our oxygen. Don't kill our oxygen, please. And please dodge while you're at it. Actually, we don't need full that, but we did not dodge that rocket, there's no doubt about it. We dodged that one, I'll take that. Okay, what's coming next? I want to be able to stun somebody where they are, so they don't come and ruin our day. That would be you. I don't like those weapons either, so farewell to those. Well, we've got some fire to help us out at least. Now what we need is more fire. That all worked out pretty well. Pretty well. Safer on my ship than theirs. That's cute. Not so fond of that guy there, to be honest, but we upgraded our cloning base, so it's not going to hurt us too much. Alright, they can't really hurt us except for these guys that are currently on board, so if we just remove their shields once more. And set them on fire some more. With dual lasers for you to kill you off faster. If you go away, those doors won't function anymore, so let's just meet and greet them. All dead, all stripped, tons of scrap for our troubles at least. Back to positions, everybody. Boy, do I wish we had more crew. I really miss that squishy human. Stores certainly look a lot better when we have 87 scrap. Let's go and check it out. I mean, it's the rockets that are killing us. Some defense droning would be lovely. Defense drone and cloaking are the two things that I really want. And if we sold something like the chain burst laser, I mean, I hate to sell the fire beam, but maybe we're killing ourselves by using it. We need to fix ourselves up as well, though. So many things we need. Well, we need to be fixed up. There's no question on that. Repair the hacking, Jake. That's a good point. And Sluggo on the weapons. Yeah, I can take that as well. Buying drone parts is very expensive. I'd rather avoid it. We need the fire. Fire beam gets you so much extra scrap from crew kills. Yeah, it really does. But that extra scrap is often spent on repairing our own ship. We have spent a lot on repairs. Oh well, I guess that's just what we do. Could do with more power, but how about we just jump around and kill more things? That's the real way to show your power. Oh, we should have bought fuel. Didn't pay attention to that. Okay, Manti are on board the ship. Okay. Okay, I see how this is. Well, you know what? You enjoy that. You guys just head all the way back, because I'm not dealing with these guys. You know what, they can be locked in there with no oxygen whatsoever. There's no skin off my nose. Kersplat. Breathe easy, folks. They sure didn't. Jake, upgrade your doors, please. Alright, alright. Probably a good idea for Mantisville, anyway. Distress, but it leads straight into the store, where we're really not gonna get anything for 10 scrap. Or we do you, and then explore more. Well, I'm already sold. You overhear Mantis comm chatter. Agreed, next ship is your turn. Good hunting. They don't appear to have rockets. They have ion, charged laser, and teleporting bombs. They can also beam in on us. But we can fire beam in on them. What's it gonna be? You need fuel, Jake. Well, that means we're going to take them alive. There's a good chance you can gut out their fuel for it. Captain Zwerbaum is the one making the decisions around here. He says attack. Everybody's wanting to go for the attack around here. Okay, they can only shoot us 3 times if they're good. How about we don't hack this time? We spare ourselves some energy. We can take that down. We can also not have oxygen in our ship. And then when they board, they're just gonna die. Oh yeah. Oh hell yeah. We do that, we turn off the oxygen, and they die where they are. I mean, that's a slight problem, what you're doing there. But we got just the guy to come and ruin their day if they want to deal with our doors. And they shot themselves! They actually shot themselves, the madmen. Which means they're gonna die. Potentially. I would love for this to work. Oh shoot, I'm hitting the wrong buttons here. Ah, missed it. That's a problem, taking down our weapons though. I need that to not happen. Yeah, their ability to heal and beam on in, or teleport in, is a problem for us. Especially if we don't dodge things. And that's also a problem. They love to kill. I'm not even sure. Us or them. Yeah, everybody's feeling the pain here. Taking down our ability to see is not very nice. I just want to get a good shot and start setting them on fire. But it requires 3 direct hits, which is fairly unlikely. Get in there. Give them what's for. Or, better yet, have them kill each other. All I gotta do is ion, hit them while... Nah, I gotta hit them twice though, or else it's no good. That's better. We don't even have autopiloting, so maybe we should have you actually work that for a moment. That's more like it. Right, it's fire o'clock. But it's a big downside if I can't actually see the horrors that I'm doing to them, so let's get that fixed. Especially if we can stun them in their own shield place. Alright, that's more like it. You get back there. The oxygen can flow back into the pilot's seat, and then you can get there once it's breathable. Okay, good. We have just the vision we were looking for. And they can't dodge, and I can set fire to them. Seems I'm not very good at dodging either. And you should probably be working that. Ah, that's more familiar to me. Those non-functional doors don't stop fire very well. Oh, how interesting. The fire is going out. Well, that lets them heal up. As long as they have oxygen, which they very notably are not going to have much more of. Oh well, yeah, that's difficult. That is difficult. Well, in the meantime, let's repair those doors. He's all dead, and they are stunned where they are. Okay. It's still possible to set fires, though, even if there's no air. It just goes out faster. Still hurts them, though, and stops their medibay from working, and then they die. So we strip it down. Unfortunately, there was no fuel to be had. No hidden slave members or anything, so we're still not in a great position here. Asteroid field, I love those at least. Well, let's keep on killing. Okay, so another Mantis warship. Yeah, what else is new? It doesn't look at a glance like they can take care of our shields, so we might be able to kill them pretty hard. Your crew's relieved to note that they've jumped somewhat off mark because they're waiting in ambush. Okay. So what of these Manti crew? The Mantis in this system have proven far less capable than those in the preceding one. We hunt for fuel, says the captain. Heavens, yes, we really must. And again, it's only really the captain making anything. You have 37 rockets and 3 fuel. Next door we encounter, you know what to do. You can't sell rockets, you know. Okay, so what do they got? They can't get through our shields, but they do have a cloning bay, so we just gotta get killing. Let's close those doors. Since dodging is unnecessary with what we have, let's get those doors working as well as we can. Actually, we can just laugh it off as this guy dies. So, yeah, I keep hitting the wrong one because my fingers are displaced here. Chain laser goes over there, makes it a lot easier. Okay, so first off, ion stun you. Second, oh, okay, well, let's try something else then. Okay, let's just not work at all. No, don't return to stations. Close up and await further instruction. It's better. Stun him right in the ions. Alright, that's good. That's also kind of good. Starting a lot of fire. I don't mind them shooting us because we learn how to dodge that way, so let's just destroy just about everything else. That kind of varied approach with the fire makes them have to dance around a lot more. And also, since that's right in the shields, I can stun them. And what the hell, shoot them. And then they die. Then I laugh some more, then I torch this sorry bugger. Suddenly realizing he has nowhere to go, pop. Like a zit. Now that their ship has been emptied of hostiles, you search it, eventually find a prisoner who offers to join as your crew. My main question is that weirdo from earlier around? Did some DNA of his get scraped off the inside of a sock and carried around in this Mantis assault vehicle, or not? Now, Reffin's good at the shields, but then so is our already... Oh wait, they're on par. Oh well, it's good for you to look at people for yourself to kill, so we'll keep you around in there. No sign of that useless guy that died earlier, so I think Raffin here earns the new name Wonder Man. Capital M. My claws shall kill our enemies. Well, we've made quite a few of those, so let's hope. Bugster has appeared, but just too late. You still float off into the distance. Now, we still don't have any fuel, which means we get 2 jumps that we can make. Let's hope they are awesome jumps. We have a lot of scrap. It's very tempting to get some power. But I don't know what else is worth our time right now. More weapons are always good. It means we can actually shoot even if we are... Nah, I like a bit of power. What about... Well, nah, we'll store it up. We'll store it up. Asteroid field time. I'm gonna want the power for that. Okay, it's a rebel automated scout. Prepare for a fight. Beam and beam, 3 shots and 1 shot. Okay. We'll be okay here. We would be more okay if we ravaged their ability to shield. I'm not willing to take many risks here, so it's going down. Aw, you son of a gun! There's one drone part we're never seeing again. Alright, just eradicate those shields. I don't want them shooting us, and they're about to. Oh, that feels good. Well, we're in for a fun time now. Alright, so Ion stun them right in the there. Dual shot those. Take care of his ability to dodge. That was a couple of damage I didn't want to take, but you can't win them all. Ooh. Opportunity knocks. Even setting fires, that's how good we are. Alright, they're toast. And then some. Alright, loads of scrap, loads of rockets, absolutely no fuel. Skedaddly do. Lots of options here. More asteroids. Possible ship detected. Oh me, oh my. I think that asteroid field has a ship for us. Don't really want to set it on fire, but we can't fiddle with our ship here. This would be safer. For a lot of reasons. This would be even safer. Oh damn, we have to go to a sun place where we only get attacked and nothing else. 1, 2, 3 would be an escape, but 1, 2, boarding this stuff and exit is another option. But I love fighting asteroids. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. That's assuming we get fuel, which is a big assumption. Let's play it relatively safe. Last fuel. At least it's a ship. You're immediately hailed by an impressive looking mantis ship. Your ship would make a mighty fine prize. Prepare for battle. Nice ship you got there, I will agree. We gotta kill everyone, that's a given. But how best to do this? Just hacking them and firing them to death is a pretty worthwhile endeavor. We're not swimming in drone parts. No, they only have 2 shields, we can handle this. Where will they land? I mean, wherever they land, they die, but where will they land? Oh, okay, that's still good for us, though. We do that, we close the doors, we get you out of there, and then they enjoy dying horribly. I really hope they don't save up a big volley against us here, because we lost a lot of evasion by not having you in there anymore. But you can go back in. You're going back in faster than expected. So we just got an ion stun and dual laser, and then we set fire to the whole place. I wasn't I was not preparing the right thing, which was a big mistake. So we're gonna shred their weapons and then get the fire beam going. Good shot. And what a shot. Good. Alright, fire beam, show us what you're made of by hitting just about everything. That was awful. Just awful. Well, you can knock out many things, but don't knock out my fire beam. Now the oxygen might seem to be running low. That's because it is, so we're going to power it up. Then we're going to laugh a little bit. I guess we want to ion stun them again. Jewel laser them right about here. And then more fires. Oh, they know what's coming. Oh, that's pretty nice. They're all dying as well. Everybody gets to die around here. Alright, 3 fuel and 52 scrap. Things have really turned around for the Federation, Charlie. Or should we say, the big plock? We should say that, because that's how it reads. That means we can carry on with our incredibly dangerous journey. A 1, a 2. That should get us here. Let me think. A 1, a 2. Then we get here and we can make our exit. Oh wait, oh man. Oh man, if we get no fuel here or here, we're going to be sitting ducks right here. Oh boy. We're Kestrel Sea, we're not Federation Sea. Oh yeah, how often I forget that. This is so stupidly dangerous. But we're going to hit up these two anyway. Is there anything worth upgrading whilst we're here though? More power is good, more weapons are good. I mean, I could have the chain shot going instead of the ion here. Could have more power. No, we should save up for cloaking. We're gonna need it. Alright, so we find a rebel automated scout. It's near the beacon. We could download its stores or just scrap the thing. It doesn't look threatening, looking at what it has. Doesn't look threatening at all. What are we going to do? You know, I'm tempted to switch out the chain laser shot with Glaive and upgrade weapons by 1 or 2. Strikes me as better for everything. We are the only pirates here. Destroying it might give fuel, that is correct. Nach wants to destroy it. Scrub is not giving me much of an answer here. So Nach, the only one saying it, looks like we're going to give it a go. Well, I'll be damned, we managed to do it. 22 scrap and we learned everything about the sector. There's no more stores for us. We gotta pray that there is fuel here, because there is not fuel here. Like I said, I am tempted to get Glaive on the go instead of chain laser. But that would mean I should probably upgrade this by 1. Yeah. Do love me some fire. Fire and flexibility. I'm glad I did now, because we can eliminate this. Ship's AI identifies us as hostile. It's got a combat drone and a fire drone, which immediately tells me to open up everything so that fire can't hurt us if, in some strange reason, they manage to get a shot on us. What else needs to be done? I mean, I could eliminate this thing in pretty much one shot. Fire beam is no use, that much is a given, but Glaive. Jewel laser could take down up to 2 of these, and then Glaive could take care of the rest, or I could drone it. But if I miss with both Glaives, then I'm doomed. If I simply hack him to death, then it's win-win for us. I need to take him down fast, so I'm thinking it's gotta be hack o'clock. Oh, let's do this first. don't really have the power to get our hacking... No, I could put the hacking in now, at the very least, and it only really needs 2 power for what we want. Yikes, that was close. Alright, well, with that in mind, I think I'd rather utterly eliminate their shields. Can't have these guys going anywhere. Well, there goes our ability to see. However, there goes his ability to exist. Just dragging the pain through the thing. Unfortunately, that's still going. Let's change that. Damn it! Too good. Okay, but they're delayed in a pretty big way. Goodbye. Whew, and we get the 1 fuel we need! Oh, I would say it's 1 more than necessary, but that was the absolute minimum necessary. I wonder what happens if you run out of fuel next to fire. Probably just die. It's probably awful. Yeah, Glyve and hacking line up like incredibly well. Really, those 2 things alone will destroy the flagship because it has so many rooms so close to each other. But you have to get through the overshield. That's what the ion stunner and dual lasers can do. Fire beam is well, it's debatable how useful it'll be for the flagship. Okay, this is going to be rough. So, intruders on board. We knew it was coming. We just have to get out of here as quickly as we can. No amount of hacking is going to save us. No weapons are going to help us. Okay, I see they want in here. I mean, shields aren't going to save us. You get out of there. There's no big reason for you to stay around there. Yeah, weapons won't save you either. Just kill the buggers. Great, close it all up. Let's get some air going. And I want out of here before that solar flare does me in. It's gotta be the exit, but if there's no fuel there, we're gonna be sitting ducks. Or we could get 2 jumps in and then fight the rebel fleet for the exit. I like the sound of that. Negative, I have killed more humans. You gulp noticeably, but luckily they don't see you yet. Looks like they have a small rocket launcher, a teleporting bomb, and 2 shots. So we won't need a lot of shielding here. Attack, says the Wonder Man. Attack, says Zetsu. Burn them, says Nakardak. Yeah, we have all those options available. But we need to kill them and take their ship in the hopes that there's some fuel to be had. Now, how to destroy them? There's the question. I'm thinking do it simple. Just take down the shields and burn them out. I won't need a lot of this. That seems to work pretty well. Again, they're going to try to board us. So I would rather do it this way so they have to jump through something nasty. Shame we never got much of a chance to get our bearings here. Okay. Oh, that's not a good place for them to go. No, actually, it's pretty good. We don't care too much about the shields. We can close them in and turn off the oxygen. That way they won't get any. These 2 guys are in danger, though, if the oxygen drops where they are. But if it does, then we can just have them breathe. It's no big deal. Actually, we can have them like that. That's not what I like to see. Shooting us like that. Start hacking them to death. Would have been more hilarious if they'd shot themselves. Okay, that's pretty bad. Now our oxygen's gone. And they set a fire there. I'm gonna have to fix that, and I know just the guy who can. Well, 2 can play at the fire game. Okay, you guys gotta go somewhere where it's not killing you for lack of oxygen. Well, no, you guys are gonna die if you don't get out of there, so do get out of there. This is kind of hilarious in its own way. Oh, snap, I completely forgot about my fire. There we go, I got something in. Let's get better at that dodging, shall we? Missed the good burn there. I could have been doing in their weapons right now, but instead I am absolutely not. Let's close up those doors. Everybody get back to your positions. Let's, of course, they're back in for more. Let's kiss their shields goodbye, and wow, they are really bad at hitting those weapons. Okay. This is getting better. Phew. Took some real unnecessary damage there. Remember, I need them all dead here. Every last one of them. So I'm gonna set fire to these lads. And you're gonna have nowhere to go. All dead. Well, it has not been the easiest of rides for this one, and our hull is in a shambles. So if we do have to deal with our good friends, the rebels, well, we're gonna have a hard time. A bad time, if you will. Those two are dead, and you're about to die. 3 fuel, just what the doctor ordered. Oh yeah, I should say it's when we fight them. Also, this is an asteroid field, so we don't get a chance to upgrade. If we're going to do any upgrades, we have to do them now. Engines are tempting. Power is also tempting. Should probably get a bit of power while we're here. We're going to need engines to get out of those, get away from the rebel scum. But we might need this scrap for later. Yeah, we can always hack the weapons to get out of them. That's okay. But I do want a bit of power. Asteroid field. We've got Glyve, we've got fire. I'm just not so sure fire is the answer here. Glyve is usually the answer. We can't change equipment going forward, but you know, fire is usually the answer. Weapon power, tempting, but I'm holding out on that one. You arrive in an asteroid belt to discover a rebel automated scout has been stationed here. Prepare for a fight. Prepare to be mind-hacked. Okay, so our captain's Werbaum is actually the one giving us some real bad times here. What are we going to do then? We could take down their shield and glaive it to almost instant death. It does 3 damage, 3 damage, 3 damage. Three, 3, 3. Yeah, I would murder this thing. And that's all we need. It's making quite an assumption that they won't have any shields, and I think that's what we're going to do. Get yourself attached there. I am not a fan of what's going down there. I don't want to kill you with him, but I do want our... I don't want this functioning. Ah, get on it. It's pretty savage because I can't really dodge much here. Alright, let's kill those shields of theirs. Oh, damn, you're pulling Scrub Boy to death there. And we're about to enjoy a whole load of shots coming in. Let's just hope they don't hit anything delicate, like our shields or a clone bait. Or set loads of fires, those are bad as well. Okay, it's gone. One bit of fuel. It's one more than necessary, right? Alright, let's close up, breathe easy. This isn't going to be simple. I got some things to fix here. Oh, I might get that achievement yet. Tough little ship. Four times as much fuel as necessary. No, 4 times as much hull as necessary. 3 times as much fuel as necessary. Alright, he's repaired so much stuff that Scrubby there has actually leveled up. Oh man, oh man. I'm actually going to chuck him out just in case things get grim for him. Everybody else should be okay after this jump. Hey, look at the bright side, you get a chance to level up your repairing all over again. So, why is this so grim? We have to run into here, we're going to eat an anti-ship battery, which will do 3 hull damage, and then hopefully we won't eat anything else, otherwise we're dead. It's pretty simple. I'm sure we can all grasp the concept. Okay, you found the exit beacon, the rebels are here first. Thank God they can only barely get through us. I mean, they can, but only barely. No point powering up our weapons, really. There's a big point to powering down their weapons, but I'm confident they can't hurt us. Unless these two match up really well, and they might. Let's get our eyes on that. Yeah, because if he shoots us with this, and he lands both hits... I mean, we're talking a big if here. If he does, Halberd can strike, and it'll do 1 damage per room. Hilariously unlikely, but possible. And I gotta say, I think it's gonna... Don't want to die just because I was too cheap to launch this, but the odds of him hitting twice are low. But we can only suffer 1 hit from the ASB and nothing else. And I don't want to be accused of... Nah, we'll be fine. They don't match up. Good. Glad I was completely right as usual. Get out of there. Let the lack of oxygen do the damage. We don't need to. Alright, oh shoot, of course they have more friends coming in. Just gets uglier and uglier. Okay, anti-ship battery, if it doesn't hit the piloting, we're good. If it hits the piloting, we are whatever the opposite of good is. We have Mantis Man that could be stepping in, dealing the damage here. Okay, we managed to dodge it. We are what one might call out of here. So the question goes to our captain. Do we hit up the abandoned sector or the abandoned sector? The up or the down abandoned sector? It's the final sector before the last stand. What's it gonna be? Mantis Man could be on doors duty. Yeah, but... yeah, that's a good point, actually. Abandoned sector, of course. It'll ottle black bottle, it'll ottle you. Whew. One fuel, one jump, one sector, one cause. One whole heap of ass. We're still alive against all odds. We are still alive. Is there a store? Of course there's not a store. Planet-side anti-ship batteries are detected in the system. We don't know if that's pro or against us. I think it's usually pro-you, because it tries to shoot the enemy down. That could help us. But it brings us no closer to salvation. We're gonna have to jump there, to the further away one. Okay. It will be for you, Jake. And we have to hold out. I mean, I do like some planet-side anti-ship on our behalf. But it's against the Lanius. And if I recall, the rewards are not great, because you end up just jumping away. Ah, jeez. We're running on absolutely nothing here. Upgrade the engines, Jake? I really want to hold on to that scrap. Upgrading the weapon system is a reasonable ordeal. Because then we can get dual lasers and ion and glaive all shooting at once if we need to take someone down. But that's exactly what the hacking is for. Although, God, I'm low on drones. That's an option, but it's no good against rockets. This is the only thing that's good against rockets. Let's do it. Let's get our planet-side ASB. Come on! Upon arrival, you are immediately surrounded by chaos. A planet's anti-ship battery is firing on a number of Lanius ships. One of the combat ships mistakenly believes your ship has arrived to assist the planetary defenses. Combat positions. Good God! They have two level 2 flaks. Sweet buggery. And Mantis Man has gone 8 on the doors. And we have no fuel to get away. Gotta believe. And they can cloak away. And beam on in. I hope that's an incredibly weak mind control. What am I meant to do against these guys? These guys are going to shoot at the same time. I'm going to get a full volley of everything. There's no way we can dodge it all. No, that's quitter talk. To which I say, damn right, that's quitter talk. Well, you two guys got to do what you got to do. Save our everything. Okay. Their shields have got to go. What the heck am I gonna do here? Oh, they're killing my Mantis Man, which isn't good. Okay, and those things are about to pop. That's 14 shots! Oh god. Oh well. Oh well. This is gonna hurt a lot. Good lord. That was undeserved on our part, but we got it. Okay, Mantis Man is putting up a brave fight there. He needs backup. And they got hit right there as well, so we are potentially in luck. We can't survive much more here. Okay, Mantis Man has met his match. We're just taking too much of a hit here. I don't know what they're going to try to do here now, but we've lost a lot of dodge, and they are hiding out well. God damn. They're going to dodge that anti-ship, and I've just lost a lot of assistance on my behalf. Whoa, it blew a hole in something of theirs, that's good. But it's not going to be enough. Okay, we have got to dodge like we have never dodged before here. Which is unlikely, but stranger things have happened. No. It was not to be. The might of the double flak was just too much. One last explosion marks your fate as your ship is torn apart. That was really sad. Jake, level 3 hacking can keep Flak 2 from ever firing. I had no idea. But, that's all I can say to that. Just, If only we had Vulcan. Would have taken ages to charge up on this. At least we lost to the RNG god. Yeah, lack of fuel, and we were swimming in fuel early on. It's hard to believe where it all went. That's really quite saddening, but a hell of a run. Good shot, Captain Zwerbaum. Zetsu the Scrub, Nachar, and the other guy. I think his name was Wonderboy or something. You gave it a good shot. Unfortunately, that is 5 losses and 3 successes for these C-class ships, and we have finished them all off. So we just have 2 of the B classes to go, and 5 of the A classes, and we are done with Into the Airlock. Ah, so close, and yet so far. It was a good run. We had a lot of things lining up for us, but just not enough. Good shot, but for me for now, it's time to crit the bed, so cheers and cheerio.